Hello everyone, welcome back to Areablog once again. So in this video, we are going to learn about context manager in Python with a with statement, right? So suppose you want to automatically manage resources like file without worrying about closing them, and that's what context manager do in Python. So let me create a file first. I'll say context.py, that is context manager.py. So the question is, what is context manager? So context manager is an object that define, setup, and cleanup action when working with resource like file, network, connection, or logs. It ensures that resource are properly released even if an error occurs, right? That's where a context manager, and that is what context manager is. So let's see an example. So what I'll do, I'll write a code. That's a I'll create a file first. Here's that is a example.txt, right? And now I'm going to write with open. I'm going to open this file. Let's say, and then file name is example.txt, and we are going to write, right? And as a file, and what I'm going to do is a file.write. We'll say hello Python, right? And we are using with, right? And here we don't need to worry about the closing the file. With this statement, it automatically closes the file when block ends. So whenever this block ends, it will automatically close the file even if an exception occurs. So let's run it and we'll see Python, and it's a context.py, right? Now we'll open this. It's a hello Python, and the file is automatically closed, right? So the question is how context manager works. So context manager uses two special method, that is underscore underscore enter, that is executed at the start of the with block, right? And exit executed at the end of the with block, right? So let me write this with another example. So I'll say class, and I will say my context, right? And this, okay. So I'll say def underscore underscore enter, then underscore underscore, then self, right? We'll say printing print. We're going to say like entering the context. Okay, don't worry about the text. Yeah, entering the context, and we'll say return self, right? Now we're going to define another method, that's a def, and exit, and then we'll say self exe type, and then c value, and then trace back, right? And we'll say print exit exiting the context, right? So anyway, we don't need to write this because we are not using this, so we can remove this. Okay, what we are going to do now, we are going to use with my context, and add mc, that is my context, and then print, and we can say inside the context, right? Now what we'll do, we'll run this again and we'll see my context as mc, what we are seeing here. So say my context, yeah, my context, enter self, and let me comment this. I think because of this it's saying an error, so let me clear this, and It is giving an error. It's a with my context, right? Context. So we declare a class here that's a my context, enter and then self, and returning the context, and it's a return self, right? And so and we are saying with my context as MC, and we are saying print inside the my context. I think we have to write this. Then exc underscore type positional argument. Yeah, we have to type this. Yeah. And then exc underscore value and then trace back. So we need this and trace back, right? Now let's run it again and we'll see. Yeah, that's it. It's a like we have just passed the one argument, but it needed four, but four were given, right? So it's a entering the context, that is this one, like using the underscore enter, and this a inside the context. We are saying inside this context. Now we call this again, then existing the exiting the context, right? This show how to set up and clean up are handled automatically, right? So the question is again, why use context manager, right? So automatically it manages resources. The second thing, it avoid the error like forgetting to close a file, and it make your code cleaner, safer, and more Pythonic, right? So in this video, we learn about context manager, how with the statement work, and how to automatically manage resource like file or custom object, right? So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you into the next one. Thank you.